alongside World Cup winning Gillaroos fullback Sam Bremner. Here come the Dragons, Sammy. 1 and 3. 2 and 2 under Brett Kamali. Off 2 narrow defeats, most recently against North Queensland in Brisbane.
Another big game from Kezzy Apps up against her old team, the St George Illawarra Dragons.
Tegan Berry, the Dragons fullback, up against another ex-Dragons fullback, Bo Vetti Welsh. One of the key positional clashes in this NRLW Round 5 matchup. It's a short goal line dropout taken by Emily Curtin and the Tigers, with first use of the football at their home ground today in the middle of Greater Sydney. Christian Pio with the second carry off big numbers last week against North Queensland, and here's their weapon through the middle, Sarah Tongatuki. What a platform Tongatuki and Pio have been run meters so far. Piliai Rassambali to the outside where Vetti Welsh gets the ball away. Rakia Horn stepping, she's dangerous. And Rakia Horn puts the Dragons on notice. Pryor for Tongatuki. So good in round 1 against Parramatta. And she's gone on with the job in the 3 rounds since. Nevada George, now Piliai Rassambali. They pushed the pass. It was touched by the Dragons, claim West Tigers. And that's signalled by the referee. So the Tigers will attack from close range here. A full set up their sleeve. Is the home team about to land the first blow? Kezzy Apps tramples 1, wrapped up by 2 more. Pryor out of dummy half. She catches the Dragons napping on their goal line. And Ebony Pryor.
Ebony Pryor, one of the current players to watch, has only played a handful of NRLW games. Try of today. For me, though, it was Kezzy Apps. Every time she runs at the line.
9 from 16 across the season. She kicks her 10th goal of the campaign. It's 6-0 to the home team.
What they're doing is all the simple things right. They're playing a very simple brand of rugby league, but they're doing it right. And it's a joy to watch.
Tafanga with the first carry of the set. Now Pio with an offload for Pryor. She gets the ball away and Curtin is felled. But inside St George Illawarra's red zone, Pio trying to wind up. Nevada George. Now the shift, it comes out to Horn. Horn has support on the outside. Rakia Horn doesn't need anybody.
Gosh, she's strong. Rakia Horn, we've seen her previously in this half do a couple of runs where she just left people on the ground behind her. She's such a strong runner of the ball. These Tigers knew they were coming to this side. The Dragons setting up early was the depth on this play. If you have a look at all the players, they know the way they're going to run, and they have such depth behind them, which makes the Dragons have to make a decision. They're running with speed, they're running with power. Rakia Horn, she's a hard girl to tackle when she's running at 50%. I wouldn't even say this is her flat out, and she's a hard girl to handle. A really well-earned try here, and Bobby Lord, an unfortunate missed tackle. She's been so strong for the Dragons. We spoke about how well she's been playing.
In the eyes of the officials.
I thought that was quite a good tackle.
She lands on the flat of her back. You make your mind up at home. Angelina Takaranga Katoa. Hopkins for McGregor. McGregor racing! Fell just short. Good tackle, Bo Vetti Welsh. Try saver from the Tigers fullback. Tyler Nathan Wong, long numbers here. Bobby Law surely steps inside Rakia Horn. Bobby Law goes in to get the Dragons on the board.
Yeah, and that is well deserved from the Dragons. They looked much better in the second half of our first half here today. A strong run by Bobby Law, but they had them for numbers very early. Put pressure on her players. Here she goes, she shoots out. Tyler Nathan Wong, long ball, which we know she has, straight to the centre. And Rakia Horn, unfortunately, it was a 2-on-1 against her out there. But that was all from, unfortunately, Rasambali shooting right out. 5'8" got too hungry to shut it down. Sometimes we've got to be patient on our line. Talk to our teammates, number up. Too much pressure for Rakia Horn to handle out there. Too many players for just the one body.
And Racine McGregor lines up this conversion attempt, knowing there's another injury concern for her team, and over it goes. Well done, Racine. She's kicking beautifully.
Great tackle by the Dragons.
Still 3 plays left from close range as Sophie Curtin has a run. Salma Noor out there in jersey 17. George, Emily Curtin. Here's Kezzy Apps. A bit of NRLW history, if you don't mind, Kezzy. She goes in 4 straight games. The first NRLW forward to have that sort of streak.
I've got goosebumps. A nice flat ball from Emily Curtin straight to Kezzy Apps. If you are going to have a one-on-one with Kezzy Apps, this will happen 100% of the time. You can't get her down. She's got a bigger body, she's strong, and she's deceptively quick. I find she gallops a little bit like a horse, which I'm happy to say because I've told her that before. But she gets from A to B like a horse, super duper quick. What an unreal player. Breaks a record, 4 in a row. First time for a forward to do that. Congratulations, Kezzy.
A supreme. She's been part of every NRLW season. The first 5 at St George Illawarra. Her first as a Tiger, and Pilia'e Rasambali adds the extras. 16 points to 6 to the Tigers. 3 tries to 1 in favour of the home team. And again, it's Monet moving into the centres, vacated by the injured Bobby Law. So Shanoa will get more opportunity in the second half. Kezzy Apps has had her say in the first 35 minutes. A good half for Brett Kamali and the Tigers. It'll be more broad if she can help her team mount this second half fight back and win. They're down by 10 points. They get first use of the footy, and look at this charge from Angelina Takaranga Katoa. Hopkins goes for Keely Brown, a former Milton Ulladulla Bulldog. What a great part of the world, the south coast of New South Wales.
And look, the best are born there, Maddie.
Absolutely. Here's Carlisle. Good set so far after half-time. McGregor.
For Jamie Soward, he won patience with the ball and to stop throwing it away on the second tackle. Also to move up quicker in defence and not give them so much room.
With a fair way to go in this game, the Tigers are on track to keep the opposition to single figures or 0 for the 3rd time this season. Salma Noor for the Tigers playing the ball. And now the kick from Pilia'e Rasambali down for Tegan Berry, who has room to use if she chooses. The penalty is conceded. Berry, tap and go. Offside again. This time it's Nevada George. And she'll go to the bin.
Tegan called it too. Tegan sent it to the bin before Ziggy did. Oh, easy.
And I'm apologising in advance if I pronounced that incorrectly.
Put you on the spot there, didn't I?
And this Super Saturday. Here is Takaranga Katoa. Nathan Wong fires her pass to Sarah Reardon. Mature age NRLW debutante at 31. McGregor. Nathan Wong to Berry, who was well handled. Still, she gets the pass away. Shanae Lendl back to McGregor. A broken defensive line. Tawane just short. Desperate defence. It was Sophie Curtin. Now McGregor. Quick hands. Nathan Wong. Costa. Ella Costa shrugs free of the defence. Ella Costa slams it down. Game on at Condensed Stadium. The Dragons are fighting hard.
Oh, what a try from Ella Costa. So quick on her feet. She did so well to get over the try line there. to come onto their left-hand side of the field. They had numbers easy on the other side of the field. Ella Costa, she put up a fight when Rakia Horn was in her face trying to get her down. Would not take no for an answer. Fought her way out and gets a try for the Dragons with plenty of time to go for them to come back in this game. We've got 18 more minutes. The Dragons have finally made the most of having one extra player on the field, which won't go for much longer. We've got a game on our hands.
Only 18 years of age, Sam. Ella Costa scores her first NRLW try to ground. So there's a different ruling essentially for in-goal tackle to on-the-goal line tackle.
Well, you can see how people get confused with it, can't you? Well, the Dragons have got another chance to prove themselves here.
Here's Keely Brown. McGregor. It goes to Hopkins. Good game of footy, this one. The second in round 5 of NRLW.
Got numbers on the short side.
They come open, and it's Sarah Reardon, the fresh legs for Jamie Soward out there. In position to land a blow here, the Dragons. 3 minutes left. Berry, dummies, takes the line on and takes a good tackle. Again, it's Emily Curtin. So good. McGregor kicks, and it's knocked on. It's still there. It's picked up by Hopkins. She scored beside the posts. The Tigers have knocked on. McGregor's kick does the job, and Zali Hopkins scores her first NRLW try.
I've got goosebumps all over. Racine McGregor, she knows how to kick the ball. What's better than Racine McGregor's kick is her teammates' chase. There was 4 of them there. Put lots of pressure on the Tigers to pick this up cleanly. 4 players in front of her. Hard to get the job done there. Dragons are rewarded for a beautiful kick and a wonderful kick chase. Racine McGregor seemed to pick up a little bit of a niggle off the back of that kick, but I'm sure she's got some energy in her legs as we go into 2.5 minutes for the rest of this game and possible golden point.
McGregor just with a little hobble, perhaps a problem, no problem. For Jamalia Bright, we are locked up at 16 all. Telling her outside players to get onside, she chews off, let's call it 10 metres.
And a nice little pat on the back to Kezzy Apps from Tara McGrath West. That's got to fire Kezzy Apps up.
Now Lendl away. Momentarily only, shut down by Tafunga. Hopkins, McGregor, they're going to be in position here. Tauenie walking away forward. McGregor goes to the middle of the ground. She's right in front of the uprights. Racine McGregor catch pass. Tyler Nathan Wong, Tegan Berry, Margot Vella to win it for the Dragons. They are jumping for joy. The Dragons have scored inside the final minutes. They've come from 10-0 down, from 16-6 down, and now they're in front 20-16.
And these are the moments that you remember in your footy career. Working hard, winning it in the final moments. Margot Vella gets over the line for a try for the Dragons. I thought they might have missed the opportunity, not going for the one-pointer here with Racine McGregor, but they knew better. They knew they were able to score some points out on this left edge, and they certainly did, and that hurts. We've got 16 seconds to go. What a finish by the Dragons. They've come home. They may have left it late, but it doesn't matter. Better late than never.
Going to win it.
And these are the moments that you remember in your footy career. Working hard, winning it in the final moments.
Trying to add the cream on top. It goes across the face, but the Dragons say, who cares? We've come from oblivion to beat the Tigers 20 points to 16.